With the races in the national spotlight, some are taking issue with the fact that counties have fewer early voting sites open compared to the November election. Doug Richards joins us live from DeKalb County. Doug, despite kind of a rainy start and a windy day, how's it gone out there?
Not bad, Cheryl. You know, we're going to get into some of those issues with regard to fewer voting sites more in depth at 6 o'clock tonight. Here in DeKalb County, there were certainly some extended lines this morning, but the voters here this afternoon tell us that it's really been pretty free of a lot of the drama that we have seen at early voting sites really since the June primary. A little bit of it may have to do with the fact that there's a really short ballot with just 3 runoff races statewide, 2 U.S. Senate seats and 1 Public Service Commission seat. And poll workers and voters may finally be getting used to using the state's new voting machines. Voter after voter we talked with, some looking ahead to the holidays, said they really wanted to just put this election year behind them.
I wanted to get it out the way.
I just wanted to get it over with, you know, just before all the long lines, and it was great. Like, I got here, it took about 20 minutes from the time I got here, and yeah.
We also visited Hall County, where we talked with voters who waited in line at the Sprout Springs Library site for an hour this morning, some of whom had diverted from other early voting sites that Hall County had declined to open for the runoff election. Hall County got some criticism for that. We will hear from them and from one of the critics tonight on 11 Alive News at 6.
All right, Doug, we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.